What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are. Here we are on this, the 7th of March, 20 hours, 38 minutes left in the day, sitting at about 1.45 cents, 1.447 cents, whatever. Down 1.5% today. Yesterday, we closed 5.5% down from the open, and we are on the precipice, my friends, of breaking out of this overall downtrend. A lot of the bears seem to be confused on what my video was earlier on XCN, and you can go back and check if you guys are ever curious, if you want some entertainment, if you bring some popcorn and you want to watch a show, check the last video I made on XCN and read through the comments. The bears were celebrating. They're absolutely celebrating that the price moved down a whole whopping 5.5%. They're really excited about that. People must be confused as to what I said. I was saying in this video, while we were at higher prices, I think we were at 1.58, 1.54, whatever. We were definitely above 1.5. I remember that. I was saying here that I expect we are going to break out of this trend line by the end of the week. Not today, by the end of the week is what I said. So here we are on a weekly time frame, 2 days, 21 hours left. We've got a lot of time left. The bears are celebrating as if I was wrong, but here's the deal, you guys. Here's the crazy thing. It's not so crazy, actually, if you understand how trends work. Sunday right here. This is the beginning of Monday, so that's the end of the week right there. As long as we are above 1.5 cents. Even we could even be at lower prices than when I made my video earlier today calling for us to break out of this downtrend by the end of the week. We could be at lower prices than that and we would still be breaking out of the downtrend. As long as that happens, I was right. And it doesn't matter if I was right or wrong. The only reason I'm addressing this at all is because there was so much bearishness in the comments. I don't get how people are so bearish and capitulate. I mean, I do get it, actually. I do get it because it's been moving down for a whole month and a half, as if that's a lot of time, right? Correcting after seeing a 20x move, and we're still up. How much are we up overall? You know, if you think about it logically, if you really think about it logically, from, that's not the area there. People are capitulating whenever we are literally up from November, from the beginning of November to where we are now. We are still up a whole 12.5x. And people are calling this a pump and dump. And that just shows how very little knowledge they have whenever it comes to crypto. A pump and dump, you guys, does not take a month and a half to dump. If it pumps, it dumps, man. That's what a pump and dump looks like. This is very solid consolidation. This is very beautiful consolidation. And if we go lower and we don't break out by the end of this week, cool. I don't care if I'm wrong, man. I would love it if it goes lower. I'm looking to buy more, and I will only buy more if I'm wrong. That's how I do it. Another thing that the bears seem to be overzealous on is that they're celebrating, and I mean it, man. You should check those comments out because they are straight celebrating that the price moved down 5.5%. As if I was wrong, as if that's significant. I want to ask you guys, and I'm not this type of person. You guys know I'm not. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I'm not this type of person. Whenever the price does pump, I promise you, whenever it's all the way up at 10 cents, I'm not going to be like, I was right. I told you. Oh, all the bears were hating me. Oh, that's not me. That's not me. But that was the attitude that a lot of bears had yesterday. I have a question, just a question to the bears on this one, right? If I had this same attitude, this same energy that you guys had, and all we did yesterday was move up 5.5%. We saw a move like this, and I was like, I told you I was right. Do you think that that's justified? do you think that I'm compensating for something, or do you think I'm just getting too hyped up about something that doesn't matter? I think it's very obvious as to what's going on. Generally speaking, you guys, whenever people are bullish, absurdly bullish on something, and the price action moves up like 5% and they're getting excited after seeing a movement like this, and they get excited for that, that just means they're bored. That means that they're on the brink of capitulating. Anything will do. And I'm not going to give a shout out to this crypto because I actually like this crypto, but there's a meme coin that is very near and dear to my heart, but it's been in the dumps lately, and it moved up like 3% today, and everybody in that community was like, woohoo, we're pumping. And it's like, dude, you were at the lowest prices you've been in over a year. It's nothing to celebrate, you know, and that's what we call delusion. Unfortunately, delusion exists for investors, and it comes whenever you're really married to your bags. For whatever reason, a lot of bears are married to the idea that this thing's going to go down. So they're celebrating in that same kind of delusional thought aspect that 5.5% meant anything. By the way, we could have dropped yesterday, we could have dropped all the way down to, we could have had a 30% drop yesterday. And that would have just been a prime buying opportunity. It would have been a lower low to buy off of in this overall range. It wouldn't have been anything that accentuates this to lower prices. In fact, we would be finding support in the land of the rising sun, right? We know why it's called the land of the rising sun, because as long as we are here in this area, we shall not go below to the depth of nights. I don't know, man. I'm just speaking in tongues, I guess. You know what? In fact, there's a little thing that I made earlier today. Let's see. I like this. I like this, what I said earlier. Let's see. And this actually does pertain to a lot of the XCN bears. I won't rub it in the bears' faces when we pump through the roof. To do so would imply that I was hoping for me to be right and hoping for the bears to be wrong. There's no hope here. I don't hope the price goes up. I'm fully aware and understand that the price will go up. The people that shout the loudest, "Ha, I was right. I know it. Eat that." It's obvious that being right is a point of pride. It's not a point of pride for me. It's just a matter of fact. It's like me saying the sun will come up tomorrow. It's just a fact. I'm not going to celebrate that the sun comes up tomorrow as if it was a thing I wasn't certain would happen. I'll just sit down, eat my steak and eggs, my steaky and my eggies, and look forward to another good day. Not even thinking about the crazy people who shouted in the depth of the night, "The sun is gone forever." I feel like that last line, maybe I'm just patting myself on the back there. I don't pat myself on the back with my TA at all, but with my quotes, I guess I do. I feel like that encapsulates the Bears a lot. It's like you guys are shouting that the sun will not come up, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We are hours away. We are hours away from watching the sun rise on the horizon. And you're celebrating. You're desperate, is what this is telling me. You're desperate to see this thing go down for whatever reason. Maybe you just want to prove me wrong. But even if I'm proved wrong, we're still going to make money, man. We're still going to make money. And something else that's really great too, because I brought this up in yesterday's video, or not yesterday's video, earlier today's video. There were a lot of people in the comments that joined in who bought down at these areas because I was referencing them. And all of them said exactly what I said in that video, that none of them are scared, that they're hoping the price goes down so that they can buy more. You guys, when you have bulls who are eager to buy, like, what happens to the price when you're finding support at the area that a multi-billionaire and multiple exchanges have acquired this thing, Huobi, HTX, whatever it's called, and they already had it listed beforehand, but they definitely got on board. They partnered with XCN or Chain or whatever during this whole thing. And then if Justin Sun's partnered with them, and he is, then that would also mean that Poloniex is probably involved too. So that's what I mean by multiple exchanges. Not the most significant exchanges, but if you've got all this buying pressure at this area, what makes you think we're going to go lower? These are very big figures. Even the small exchanges, they're pretty big figures in the crypto space, right? We're not going to go lower. We're finding support. Make no mistake, you guys. We're moving down. Still, we are moving down. Lower highs, lower lows. But it's almost as if right now we're moving sideways, as if we're finding support at this area here. I don't know. It seems pretty obvious to me. If we're looking at the, maybe not the RSI, let's pull this thing up here. We're going to do, is that the one? Is that the one that I use? Yes, this is the one that I use. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of the MFI, and then we're also going to get rid of the LRO. Okay, we're going to get rid of that there. If we're looking at the daily time frame, you've got triple bullish divergence on your daily MACD. Okay, you've got triple bullish divergence on your daily MACD. What does that mean if I hear you guys asking? Okay, well, this divergence started back here. If it comes to fruition that we do in fact move up, and I think that we will, because triple bullish divergence is a very powerful signal that the bears are losing momentum. You can see it here, right? You're moving down lower, but you're moving down at a lower pace. The momentum is dying off. Think of the MACD as a momentum indicator. What does MACD stand for? It stands for moving average convergence divergence, okay? I'm not going to explain how this thing works. You know, you can look that up if you want to, but just essentially, whenever you see the histograms building, you're building bearish divergence. Whenever you see them in the deep color red, you're building bearish divergence. But as it's trickling down like this, even though you are maintaining, I said bearish divergence, I meant bearish momentum. I didn't mean bearish divergence. Okay, when you're building bars like this, you're building bearish momentum, not divergence. But whenever you do this kind of stuff, when you're seeing higher lows in your histogram and you're seeing lower lows in your price, that is bullish divergence. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing, okay? And we've got that here. The divergence started all the way back here at about 2 cents, okay? 2 cents, just so you guys are aware, from a high to a low is just below this 2.6 cent area that I'm thinking that we're going to go to. Whenever we rip from here, I'm expecting that we blast through 2 cents, we blast through 2.2 cents, because I don't think when we find support and we break out of this downward sloping trend that we're going to stop at this area of resistance. I think we'd stop at something more significant, something that's in the middle of the trend here at the 0.5, where we found closing support time and time again, where we wicked and found resistance here for a couple of days. I think it's just a matter of time, and not by the end of this week. By the end of this week, we're just going to break out of the downtrend. That's my call. And if it's not by the end of this week, watch it happen on Monday, or like something really close to the beginning of next week. But next week, we're absolutely going to make a move up to 2.6 cents. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Okay, and if it doesn't happen next week and we just keep moving down, I'm still going to be saying it's going to happen the week after, I guess, because it's going to happen soon. I'm surprised that we are still moving lower at this rate. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not surprised that we haven't broken out yet, right? I did say earlier today that I'm expecting we break out before the end of this week. We have 2 days, 21 hours left. That's a lot of time. It doesn't have to happen today. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow. But I think it will happen by the end of this week. That's for damn sure. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, actually, we should look at the daily time frame too, because not only do we have bullish divergence on the MACD, but we have bullish divergence on the stochastics. Whenever you cross into the oversold zone and then you cross back out of them and you're pointed to the upside, and you definitely are pointed to the upside, higher highs, higher lows. Whenever you cross back into this band here, you're likely going to make a move that takes you all the way up into the overbought zone. The last time that you did something like this, you started from prices that were way, way lower down here, you guys. You started from prices that were way, way lower, and you began to move up once you got into these overbought zones. That's whenever you started to move up. The RSI has given you every chance to get oversold, and for whatever reason, you just don't do it. If I had to guess back here, and I did guess back here that we would get oversold, I did guess back here that we go to 1.3 to 1 cent, somewhere in that area, and we just didn't do it. We didn't go lower. We actually held. We did not get oversold. We held this. It was so obvious, and it's still so obvious now that we would get oversold, but we're just not doing it. You've been here since February 21st. You've been here since February 21st. It's been multiple weeks, and you just haven't gone lower. Why? You have every opportunity to do it. Really, you've been probably down here since February 11th, but however you want to identify it, tomato, tomato, whatever. Generally speaking, when you have opportunities to get into strong readings to the downside or strong readings to the upside and you don't take it, that's a telltale sign that you're about to flip in the other direction. We zoom out. We look at this thing for what it's worth. You are absolutely, make no mistake, you guys, you're absolutely in a bull flag right now. The measure move of this bull flag would take you all the way up to 28 cents. I don't even really talk about prices that are above 26 cents. And even then I'm hesitant, because even though some people want to think that I'm just a moon boy that just says things for clicks and likes and whatever, even though, to be completely fair, I did call this high very, very well. Like to a T, called that we would hit the 2618 as resistance. Don't believe me? Go ahead and find the video from back then. It's on, what day was that? What day was that there? January 26th, January 24th, January 25th, all of those days. Go ahead and check it out if you don't believe me, because I don't lie. I really don't lie. If I ever lie, it's an accident. I really don't mean to, but I promise you I'm not lying here. 1.44 cents right here. The target area that we would go to if we followed through with this bull flag endeavor would be all the way up at the 3618, 3786 area right there. And I don't even think that we get up there. I think that likely where we stop is somewhere between about 10 cents to 18 cents. But we could get up here. And actually, lately, I shouldn't even say that I don't think we get up here. I've been entertaining that thought a lot more recently, and I really do believe we could get up to 20 cents, but I'm more focused on this 15 to 18 cent area than anything, because if we take this high to low, the most relative Fibonacci extension and retracement that we have, the 1618 is right there at 11 cents. The 200 area is right there at 18 cents, right at the all-time highs. Oftentimes, cryptos do like to stop at their 1886 area or 1618 area, especially this cycle. That's how it happens. If we go higher, if we do see new all-time highs, make no mistake, we likely will hit 28 cents. We likely will hit the measure move of this overall bull flag, and it's very possible that we could go even further than that. We found resistance at the 2618 last time, Could we find resistance at the 2618 this time? If you want me to be a moon boy, let me be a moon boy. I'm going to put on my moon boy, my moon boots. Why can't I talk? Real quick. 29x, almost a 30x. If I want to be a moon boy, I'd say we're breaking out to new all-time highs. The minimum target is 82.8 cents. We are going to see a move that takes us up to 57x. And the crazy thing is, you guys, is it could happen. But just because I believe it could happen, just because I understand that it could happen, doesn't mean I'm going to advertise that here every single day, day in and day out, and hope for the best, right? I want to hope for something that's more realistic. To me, 25% or 25 cents to 28 cents, that's at the higher end of what could be quote unquote realistic. And the only reason I really give that a notion at all is because we hit the 2618 last time, and we have a bull flag here that the measure move literally lines up with this exact area. The reason why I don't really believe in these prices as much as I believe in the 15.5 to 18 cent area is because that comes in line with our all-time highs. And XCN has had a very smooth time sailing because there's no resistance. There's no price action that's resistance at all through here. You found a bit of resistance for a time for like 4 days right here at this little pit stop. And now you're finding immaculate support for more than 4 days. It's been 2 weeks. Whenever we get up here, the most significant resistance you could have is your all-time high areas, and that is at about 15.5 to 18 cents, 14.5 to 18 cents in that area. If we get above there, if we get to new all-time highs, we're probably not going to go to 82 cents. Probably not. We're probably not going to go to 40 cents. But if we do get to new all-time highs, I would certainly expect something around 20 to 27 cents is on the table. Bears are in disbelief. They're celebrating over a 5% pump day. I'm not even going to be celebrating when we're up 100% because job's not finished, right? Like Kobe Bryant, guys, job's not finished. There's more work to do. Job finished, job's not finished. We're up 100% from here. We're up 200% from here. We could be up 500% from here, and the job is not finished, you guys. We have more to go. I'm not going to celebrate until we're in the land of 15.5 cents or at least 11 cents, at least there. But I'm not going to celebrate until I'm thinking about taking profits, and it's not here, right? And when I do celebrate, I'm going to do so with class. I'm not going to rub it in the bear's face because, again, if I was to do that, it means that it's some kind of point of pride for me. It means that I had hope that we were going up. I don't have hope, man. It's not hope. It's knowledge. It's skill. It's a matter of skill. It's something that I've been doing for almost 9 years, technical analysis, and it's so obvious. It's just in your face. It's literally in your face. And I promise you, bears, I will not be in your face whenever you're proven wrong, right? And I certainly, when we move up 5%, I certainly will not be like some people are. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.